Hi guys, Alex 2.0 here, and I'm gonna review Jeepers Creepers, a movie that came out in 2001, and it was written and directed by Victor Salva. Yeah, and the movie stars Justin Long, and I'm pretty sure it was his very first starring role before he became famous, and Gina Phillips. And Justin Long and Gina Phillips play brother and sister. Justin Long's character's name is Derry, and Gina Phillips is Trish. So Trish and Derry are going home. They just came off college, and they're driving on the road. And all of a sudden, some mysterious person in a truck, in an old truck, just starts bothering them and freaking them out in the road. And then later on, they see that the same truck, when they drive by a house, an old chapel, not a house, it's an old chapel, they see the truck again, and they don't know who that is, and it's from what they think, it's some weird old guy and dumping something in a tunnel. And a tunnel that goes underground. And they notice it's a dead body, and they get chased again, and they get freaked out again, and they want to know why he's doing this. And then later find out that it's a creature that wants to eat. This movie is a really, really good movie. It still holds up, and it's so well done. I really liked, especially the early scenes. Maybe you can hear a lawnmower that's outside. I really like the early scenes, mostly the first half of the movie. How they're just driving, and in the beginning of the movie, they're driving and they're just talking, and you see in the background the truck coming in, and it's getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer, and it's all done in one take, and I really like that. And then it starts honking at them and hitting their car, and scenes like that, or later in the movie where after all this shit that happened, like when Derry sees all the dead bodies and the creeper's lair, and then they tell the cops, the whole diner scene. When that happens, they're driving, and the cops are right behind them, and you see the creeper on top of the cop car behind them, and I really like, scenes like that when he kills the cops. I really like how the creeper is mostly in the shadows. I mean, at first you don't know if it's a creature or a guy in a suit, what, and then you later find out it's a monster. But it makes him he's the creeper is so mysterious. You don't know much about him, only that he likes to eat people's parts of people, so he can regenerate, and he does it every 23 years for 23 days. I mean, that's all pretty much about and he likes to smell, so he really is a creeper. The actor who plays the creeper, Jonathan Breck, he really did a good job. When you finally get to see him, mostly in the third act, he really, he just like the way he at the end, and I know I'm going all over the place, but he grabbed both Trish and Derry, and he's just sniffing them. It's just really just man, just really a very menacing performance. I really like the look of the creeper. He's got the white old hair, makes him look old, like an old man. And it's he looks kind of like fish-like. And I like the costume he has. It looks like an old western. He's got the hat, I really like the scene where after he kills the cops, it eats the tongue of the decapitated head. You see how he's putting, you know, the body in the back of his truck. And it's all dark lit, so you don't see his face. But it's before he's revealed. He puts the body in the truck, and then he puts his hat on like that, and then he closes the door. And like 10 seconds pass, and then he opens the door again and throws the head. He throws the head and back in. I really like those moments of humor, some dark humor there. Or when, like, you know, a few minutes before that, he's in the cop car after he kills the cops, and then he gets out and he starts whistling the Jeepers Creepers tune, which is the old, you know, song, the psychic lady that tries to help Trish and Derry at the end. She calls them from the diner, and she's playing the Jeepers Creepers song. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Really good song. It really fits the movie, I thought. I thought both Justin Long and Gina Phillips did a good job. They had really good chemistry. You do believe that they're brother and sister. The way they talk, the way they, you know, insult each other or just talk. I know. I let people, you know, my sister and I insult each other like that too. So every time she's with me and I'm driving on the road, I always tell her, "Oh, I hope a creeper doesn't show up and attacks us." But anyway, the whole scene where Derry discovers the dead bodies, it just, you know, he gets traumatized. He sees bodies all over the walls, and he sees a dead couple, which they mentioned early in the movie how this couple on prom night 20 years before disappeared, and they never found the body. They mentioned, you know, the girl's head got cut off, and you see that the creeper reattached it, stitched the head back together in the body. That's what he does. He stitches. If he cuts people, you know, their arm off or their legs off, he stitches back together like his own art. And I thought that was an interesting trait they gave the creeper. One thing I will say that I didn't really. Say one thing I didn't like so much was the ending. I felt it was a little too depressing, but I get what the point was. You know how it is done. I will say, like, it is done well. It just personally, I thought I would have ended it differently, but it is done well. Where at the end, the creeper chooses Derry. You know, he wants to eat Derry, or eat his eyes. And then, you know, Trish tries to talk to the creeper, saying, "No, take me. Leave him be and take me. I won't fight you off." And it's really heartbreaking that you know, the creeper takes Derry and kills him. Spoiler alert. The movie's like, what, 13 years old, so it's spoiler, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's a depressing ending, but it was well done. I'll say that. One thing I wanted to mention was the scene where they get to the old lady's house and she has a bunch of cats, and the creeper shows up and kills the old lady. I really like that moment where they see, after the old lady goes back in the house and tries to kill the creeper with the shotgun, you hear the shots fired, and they see that the old lady's just standing there in the dark, and then she's walking towards the door. And you see the creeper is just holding her. Pretty much, I guess he stabbed her. And then that's when you see the reveal of the creeper. And he just throws the old lady's body like a rag doll. And the moment where they kind of like have this showdown with the creeper in the middle of the road, and Trish tries to run him over. He jumps over like a few times, and then she finally hits him. I really like that moment. After she hits him, he comes back down. Like the windshield, it breaks, and you see I like the moment where you see the little pieces of the glass, come down, and his two knives, ding ding, and then his whole body just hits the rear of the car, and then she just runs him over a few times, and then you see that he has wings. That was an interesting touch, that he has wings, like he's like a bat. But overall, I still enjoy this movie. It still holds up really good. Like I said, Justin Long and Gina Phillips did a good job. I really like the creeper, his look, and he's just all around, like the title says, creepy. He's very menacing, and I like the touches of humor. It's shot well, and I really like the moments, the character moments with Trish and Derry when the creeper's not around. But when he is around, it is entertaining, and overall, it's a well done film. So if you haven't seen it for whatever reason, I definitely recommend it. So those are my thoughts on Jeepers Creepers. And I might review the sequel, I'm not sure. If you want me to review the sequel, just let me know. I'll review it. I've seen it plenty of times, so I don't have to rewatch it. I still remember it very well, but I'm not sure if I want to review it. But unless you want me to, let me know. But I really enjoyed this Jeepers Creepers film, and I hope there's more. At least one more. So those are my thoughts, and adios.